funny how the hills can be pretty much bare, but these trails just drift in like this. We've got a couple of people making their way down the trail here, so I'm gonna wait for them to get down. We'll go over and check out this piece of machinery over here. I'm gonna ride over this way and take a look at a old turn of the century homestead foundation that I found years ago. Find a spot where the side stand will work here. Turn our battery off. I'm gonna have to walk this part. I suspect this was the outhouse here, far enough away. Here's the old stone foundation. There were some stairs going down to the cellar here. Pretty typical stonework for the area. This stonework looks decent. Some of it's really spectacular. There were a lot of Welsh stonemasons that were working the area back in the late 1800s. They did. Some of it's really spectacular. There were a lot of Welsh stonemasons that were working the area back in the late 1800s. They did incredible stonework. Cool foundation. Over here was another storage root cellar. Kind of see it from the top here better. So they just had the beams across, probably had sod over the top. This is where they would have kept their food away from the animals. There are still quite a number of mountain lions and bear in the area here. I'm sure 140 years ago it was really populated. I'm not sure if this is like a little quarry where they were getting their rock to build the foundations and all that, or if this was another cellar. Looks like it might be where they were quarrying the rock. There's so much little broken stuff around here. Other miscellaneous mounds and things. So at one time they had a nice little setup here on the east side of this hill, out of the wind a little bit. Pretty nice. Still way out of the way. There's a really amazing foundation and all with a standing chimney up on the top of that hill, so that would have been the guy's nearest neighbor. A pretty area. Got the creek right here, and they did do quite a bit of farming in this area, even though the soil is just horribly rocky. But you can tell the areas that they cleared. Those are the big flat spots, and they usually have short rock walls in the area. So they were picking up all the rocks and building boundaries with it. I think this was his quarry here. Interesting. Cool spot though. Okay, go make my way back to the bike. Ride back to the path and see if those people are down past where I need to ride. Pretty good little gully here. Okay, we're back to the XF800. This is a fun little explorer bike here. And it doesn't cost a lot, which is nice. I want to bump up to a higher pedal assist. I'm in my lowest gear.